Seashell City and around the world, welcome to another episode of Chicago's ILLectuals podcast. Like, subscribe, and share. Today, we're taking it to Louisiana. We got a young man that I'm pretty fond of. We're going to chop it up with him, let you feel his energy. Mr. Drexel, Narcisse.
Yes,
What's
sir.
happening, brother?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just living, feeling good, man. Feeling good.
Now, what part of Louisiana are you in right now?
Right now, I'm in college right now, so I'm in Lafayette. So I'm about 2 hours from New Orleans.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
where did you grow up?
I grew up right below New Orleans in Plaquemines Parish, which is the Mississippi River Delta. So pretty much where the Mississippi River let out, or you could say where it come in at. You feel me? But I'm literally, when you look at the map of Louisiana and you see that little piece, I'm this little piece. You feel me? Plaquemines Parish.
Do they call that the boot?
Yeah, we the boot. Yeah, we
the boot. Kick ass. Y'all the boot.
Real talk.
Hey man, go ahead and tell the world a little bit about your background, man.
Oh yeah, facts. But pretty much, my name is Drexel Narcisse. I'm a senior getting ready to graduate college. Really getting ready to graduate in about 2-3 weeks for real. So getting ready to graduate college. I'm also known as the Multimillionaireinnaflesh. Even you might even catch them calling me big time a Drexel, but I'm a barber. I got my own podcast. I'm a motivational speaker. And I'm all around I feel like I'm a blessing to just anybody who I encounter. Yeah. You feel me? I've noticed that as I'm leaving college, many people are they giving me their love. They giving me their blessings of, oh, have a great future. Oh, I know you're going to take over this world. So it's like, man, like I'm a blessing out here. But for the most part, I'm from Plaquemines Parish, the East Bank of Plaquemines Parish. I grew up there. I got one sister, and pretty much as of right now, I'm an aspiring teacher. I could say that.
Yeah, because, you were in Atlanta teaching not too long ago. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So pretty much in Atlanta, I stood that was May 28th, I touched down, and I left July 30th. But pretty much that was an internship that I had, and it was an enrichment program for students who not necessarily in the best predicament. And so we brought them over to a private school, which the campus had 2 gyms. The campus had a swimming pool. The campus had a lot of things that they don't necessarily see on a daily basis. So we had them at that campus, and pretty much we taught English, math, and science. And it was an enrichment program. So at the time, while I was also teaching math, I also was able to teach them how to cut hair. I taught them just life skills, period, for the most part. But that was a real good program, and I feel like it changed my life in the aspect of, like I explained to people, right? Boom, I'm an entrepreneur. I could post all day. I could tell people come get a haircut. I could pass out business cards all day. At the end of the day, somebody still might not come get a haircut. But man, when you teach and you in front of them children, you teaching 30 some odd children, everybody not gonna get what you're saying, but at the end of the class, at least one somebody gonna understand you. So it was, for me, I was able to see my work being compensated right before my eyes. So that's what really made me love it. Like, oh yeah, this working. You know what I'm saying?
That's fulfilling, man. It is fulfilling.
Yeah, definitely.
How was it growing up, man, in the parish that you grew up in? How was it growing up? What was your childhood like?
It was pretty cool. It wasn't really like and I can say this because we really just ain't have we didn't necessarily have the regular things other communities had. Maybe I could say because we was real small. So like we was real homely. Like I know everybody down there because everybody down there is cousins. So we really close. Everybody is really close. You don't have to worry about nothing down there. I could tell you, like, you don't have to worry about locking your doors down there, if I'm being honest, but it's really safe. It's really community. Like I can say we a real community for the most part. But growing up, it was cool for the most part. We didn't really have too much troubles. Like yeah, there was fights or whatever here and there, but like it wasn't nothing deep to the point of like New Orleans, like how New Orleans is nowadays. Even though we only 30 minutes south of them, we don't have any problems that New Orleans deals with for the most part. I could say that. But childhood was pretty cool. I grew up. I went to a school on the West Bank. Like I said, I'm from the East Bank, so I did go to different schools than any of my cousins did. I can't say I had an advantage because of that. But I went to a school. It was pretty diverse on the West Bank of Louisiana, and pretty much played sports a little bit. But in school, I wasn't really on this time. And in school, I was a real kid. Like I didn't have no focus. Like I played basketball and football. How you a captain on a basketball team and sit on the bench? But it was like I had the mindset. I had the mindset, but it was like it would only last for this long. Like during conditioning, that's how I got that captain position during conditioning. But once it got to the regular season, oh, I got so lazy. But so in high school, I could really say I was a kid, man. I was a real kid.
Yeah. So when did you notice this shift, man? Because you're high energy and about your business now.
Yeah.
When did you notice this shift, man? When was the paradigm shift, we're going to call it?
Like soon as I got to college for the most part, because I'm thinking, well, I thought I was gonna have a regular college experience, but COVID had then threw all that left. So pretty much when I came to college, I didn't come with nobody. Like I expected a couple of friends from high school to be out here, but they didn't end up coming. So I came out here by myself. So it was a matter of I had to talk to everybody. I had to ask questions. Closed mouths don't get fed. So like I had to come out here and ask questions. I had to come out here and pretty much make a way for myself. Like I said, in high school, I was a kid. Mama woke me up, cooked for me. Maybe I got it. I had it good with my parents at home, but once I got out here and I was by myself, I realized that I have to do in order for something to happen. So it was that's pretty much what it was for me. So once I got here, and I could really say after my first semester, just getting the feel of college, I've been on this kick ever since. After that freshman first semester, yeah, that's what that shift was. Just realizing I gotta do for me.
Yeah, that's cold, man.
Yeah.
So what are your values, Drex?
I think for the most part, I think I value my time for the most part because I could say you value money like I do like cut hair every day, so I do my thing every day, but at the same time like I don't care how much you say you're gonna pay me, like I still need you to like tend to my timing because I take that personal. Like I don't just cut hair, like I have other things going on. So for the most part, just my time and just respect. Like I feel like I respect everybody. Like I don't play nobody to the left or nothing like that. Like as long as you give me respect, I'm gonna give that respect. But for the most part, respect and my time.
So you're cutting hair. You're an aspiring teacher. You're about to graduate from undergrad. You're going into a master's program. We're going to push you all the way through the PhD.
Yeah.
How you got that set up, man? How you got that haircut situation set up on the college campus, man? Tell the world a little bit about that, man. Well, how you set that up, man?
Yeah, pretty much. And this is I just wish everybody would do this because it's like, man, this is it's a blessing. I didn't touch a job since I picked up them clippers. You feel what I'm saying? So pretty much I started while I was at home after the pandemic hit, but that was just me in the bathroom playing in my head and cutting my little cousins. But once I got to this college campus, and I could really say after that first semester, I got my little feel. I had about my first semester, I probably had about 5 clients, only about 5 clients. But soon as I went to this, I don't even know what you call it, but they had this man speaking, and at this presentation, the man pretty much said, "Don't never leave out the house without your name or and your number on a piece of paper." And I took heed to that, and pretty much like I went to my little work study job the next day, and I made business cards. And ever since I got them business cards, I'm making my business every day to pass out at least one business card a day. And so pretty much I pass out business cards to everybody. There's thousands of people on this campus. So one somebody gonna need a haircut. So I just steadily passed out business cards, and pretty much I keep it professional. Like they say, if you're not gonna work a job, do whatever you're doing so far as entrepreneurially, work it like a job so you can have that same turnout. So Monday through Friday, I got a schedule. I got when I'm gonna go to class, and I just pretty much shape my life around kind of my business. You get what I'm saying? But I take it real personal, and I'm real professional with it. So I can say I got it set up pretty clean. Like I said, I pass out business cards every day. So even if you don't see me standing up outside the union passing out cards, when I walk past you, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm gonna give you a card, and that's gonna be that. But I can say, like, every day I at least cut one new person. So just off that one business card every day is coming together. But I got it set up pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
How many years you been doing that?
Since I touched down on campus. After that first semester,
Yeah.
that's whenever I got the business card. So I ain't never stopped since. So about 3.5 years. I make 4 years. Yeah, I make 4 years in April.
So here's a question you probably never thought about, or maybe you have. About how many haircuts do you think you've done over your college career? Yeah.
Oh, about how many haircuts?
Yeah.
I can't
Give me
tell
a
you.
rough estimate. Rough estimate.
Dang. Oh, over the cocker. Man, I can almost say probably about like 1,000, 2,000. I don't know. I got about 150 clients. And not say consistent clients, but like I got a phone full of just I could go down and call out 150 names. So and I can say about 60% are consistent clients. But maybe like 2,000 haircuts, maybe more than that. I don't know. I cut every day except Saturday and Sundays.
How much you charge?
30. And if you do want it on Saturdays and Sundays, 40, 45.
Hey, here's what I want you to do, man, in your off time, in your downtime.
Yeah.
I want you to get that some serious thought and try to put a number to that so you can just about know how much you've made over the course of your college career, which would give you a trajectory on what you should be making in the future. You should be at least tripling that while you're in grad school.
Yeah.
So you keep that number to yourself. We can talk offline, but I want you to think about it and put that together.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna have to see about that.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this, Drexel. Where did you get your mindset, man? You know, your early influences. Who were they, man? Where you get your mindset from?
I can really say, like, my parents. Like, my parents are pretty, like, I can really say, I tell this to my sister all the time. Like, I wish I had the blueprint of how they raised us. Like, me and my sister pretty, like, we pretty cool people. Not to toot my own horn, but we some real cool people, and like we real positive for the most part. My parents was never really on that negative kick. It was really like, oh, you all right, oh, you got it. But you know, in a positive aspect, so far as if I'm down on myself, they're not gonna let me keep downplaying myself. They're gonna say, oh no, you're gonna be all right. Oh no, just do this and this, and then tell yourself that this gonna happen and you're gonna be all right. But my parents was really on that. Yeah. And I can also say my community, like I said, we real, like we show love where I'm from. And it's like, because we so close, it's like we all we got. So in football, whenever I played sports, every team was gonna be the same every year because that's all we got. You know what I'm saying? So we used to call that Iron Man football. You make sure and protect your brother on that field. You make sure and you handle him on that field. But we just all we got. So for the most part, it's like, man, when you realize that, and you just realize that every day, like, somebody dies, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't want to take this life thing for granted. It's like you want to come out here for the most part every day and push as much positivity as possible. You feel me?
You do a great job at that too, man. You do a great job at that. Hey, man, tell the world about Multimillionaire in the Flesh.
Yeah.
What is that, brother? Man.
Multimillionaire in the Flesh. Multimillionaire in the Flesh. It's pretty much something I had got that from Juvenile. Juvenile said that in one of his songs, and I had kind of just took it and I started just putting it on Instagram captions, or like I just really had it written down in my room on a sticky note, and I never threw that sticky note away. But Multimillionaire in the Flesh, I feel as though like our words create worlds. So it's important for me to speak out into this world what I want to receive back. So Multimillionaire in the Flesh, I don't care if I got $10 in my pocket, I'm still a multimillionaire in the flesh. And like I spoke to a class, this was probably about 2 weeks ago. I spoke to a class and I told them, You could cut the multi-millionaire part off and just keep the inner flesh part. You add in whatever you want. If you a teacher in the flesh, doctor in the flesh, lawyer in the flesh, but it's like speak out into this world whatever you want, and it's gonna come back to you. You feel me? Because like I said, our words, they create worlds. And man, multi-millionaire flesh is really just like it's something that I aspire for, because I want to continue being a blessing. So I need to have the means to continue being a blessing. You feel me?
Yeah, man. That's a hell of a thing, man. What you gonna do with all the millions, man? Because you gonna get them. You gonna get them. So what you gonna do with them? I just saw you passing out turkeys for Thanksgiving, man. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, well that's gonna be next week. On last year I did do it for Thanksgiving. And pretty much I had this conversation with this guy. He from an hour from Lafayette, so he from Opelousas. Shouts out to Ivory Amos. Ivory Amos was in high school, and he ended up doing a fundraiser, and he ended up collecting canned goods and turkeys for his community in Opelousas. And man, when he told me he did that in high school, it's like real. Real recognize real, and it's like nothing wrong with copying nobody. It's like if that man doing something real, it's like, man, like you gotta take heed to that. And I felt as though that was the realest thing he could have did. Like he in high school and he giving away all this free food. And man, he told me he did that. Man, I took that blueprint. I asked him a few questions, and pretty much I got the ball rolling. And on last year, we was able to raise around $1,300 just off me cold calling. I cold called and raise about $1,300. Now this year ain't go as good as last year, but pretty much we scrambled all the way until Thanksgiving. But the week before Thanksgiving, some things happened, and then we just scratched it and said we're gonna do it for Christmas. But pretty much right now we on track. We got about 63 turkeys right now. Our goal is 100. We gonna get that 100 by next week. Yeah. But pretty much we just gonna have a little turkey drive. And like I said, when you come from a community that show you so much love, it's like why I can't get that back? It's like it's a must for me to give that back, because you get what you give out here in this world. You can't expect to receive all this love and not push it back. So for the most part, it's like while I'm getting all this love, I'm gonna keep on blessing y'all. So with all the multi-millions, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep on blessing my community, because bro, we all we got down there. Like I said, we just this little piece of Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? But real talk, man.
Man, hey man, listen. Where the hell y'all storing all them turkeys at? I saw you coming out the store with about 4 or 5 shopping carts of turkeys, man. I'm like, this man in college. Where is he putting these turkeys at, man? Tell me, what's your process, brother? I just want to know, man, for the world.
They're at the house with it. And for the most part, like I said, we really where I stay at, we got one store, and it's just a little corner store. Now you gotta drive about 30 to 40 minutes up the road to the first Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So every time we go shopping, we gonna make sure and my mama coupon. My mom and my grandma be couponing. So we getting hella stuff and bringing it back to the house. So because of that, bro, I kid you not, we probably got about 3 ice box and like 3 deep freezers at the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
all that stuff in your house.
Yes, bro, at the house, and spread around at my teeth in them house. You know what I'm saying? Just hold it down for me, and then next week we're gonna pick them up, and then we're gonna have a little turkey drive. But man,
that's true sense of community, though, man.
Yeah,
that's true sense of community, because you're getting everybody involved. Hey, look, you might not afford to be able to donate or buy no turkey. Just hold these in your freezer.
Yeah, hold me down real quick. Hold me down.
Yeah, that's cold, man. That's cool. Talk a little bit more about Multimillionaire in the Flesh and where you intend for it to go, bro.
Multimillionaire in the Flesh is really just like something that I want to show the world. Like I feel like you could, like nowadays, like you said before we started the interview, like we really got it easy nowadays. So I say all that to say we don't live in no either or world. You feel you could have your cake. You can have your ice cream. You can have you feel what I'm saying? You can have all that at the same time. So I feel like you can really live how you want out here. I feel like that's what's gonna bring me peace. My multi-millions and me just blessing everybody. Now, like I said, you could cut the multi-million off and put whatever you want right here. You are whatever you are in the flesh. You are whatever you want to be in the flesh. You feel what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's like I want to do a daily affirmation book. You feel me? Because like I said, my words of affirmation are very important to me. My mirror got sticky notes all over. I got a big old loose leaf right in the middle of the mirror. And I speak these affirmations to myself every chance I get because, like I said, our words create worlds. So I want this world to understand that if they want to attain something, if they want to feel a certain type of way, they got to tell themselves that. They can't necessarily rely on this, and this. Let me go watch this. Let me go talk to this person because that might not always be there. You got to sometimes really be self-reliant out here. You feel what I'm saying? So multi-million in the flesh is just saying whatever you want to do, you are that in the flesh. Just speak it out.
How much does your background matter? How much do obstacles matter? You may have come from humble beginnings. You know, you may have had some troubles, some adversity in your life, earlier in your life. How much does that matter? Can you still achieve the same goals?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I feel like you should just use your background as a stepping stone. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, my community is very small. So because of that means I gotta do something big. I just feel like I gotta make something happen in order for somebody to do for us. Because nowadays I feel like they messing over us. Where I'm from, we had 2 ferries. You feel me? Like like I said, you gotta drive 40 minutes up the road. A matter of fact, you probably gotta drive 30 minutes just to catch the first ferry. But where they used to have a ferry at, where they took it away from, you had to just ride a little 10-minute ride and you go catch the ferry and you'll be on the West Bank. But because they took that ferry away from us, you gotta drive 40 minutes, catch the ferry. So it's probably take you an hour to get on the West Bank. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of just we kind of just getting messed over down there. So I just feel like it's my duty to at least like be a part of it to give some oomph to us, to just give us a little something. Like I said, we got 1 store down there. I would at least like to put a store down there. I would at least like to bring a gas station down there. At least a library so our children don't grow up and make the same mistakes we do. You feel me? Because I'm one of the blessed ones, bro. Like I went to school on the West Bank. Now everybody who I grew up with, they didn't go to school on the West Bank. They went to school where they at, and some of them sadly are still where they at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of the blessed ones. I could come out here and talk to these certain types of people and make something happen for us down there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta take initiative. It feel like a must to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Drexel. Yeah, man. I appreciate it. You know I asked that question on purpose.
Yeah.
Have you been accepted to your master's program already?
No, I haven't.
We got to get it cracking, bro. We got to go, man. If you want to go through the program, go straight through, bro. If that's what you're gonna do, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you're gonna do it, let's do it right. We got your back. You know we got your back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Do you know D1? Do you know D1 from Louisiana, the rapper D1?
Yeah. I know him a little bit. Yeah.
You know, you kind of remind me of him a little bit, man.
Yeah.
You kind of remind me of him a little bit, man. He's very positive, man, in the face of whatever, man. You know, he's standing firm and he's getting his message out, man. He's trying to stop the violence in rap lyrics, man, you know. And just a very positive, inspirational, high energy guy, man. And he from the boot, you know, and I'm impressed with him, man, and I'm not easily impressed. Entrepreneurship, man, as a vocation or a vocation. Talk a little bit about that, man. Entrepreneurship.
I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. It is a daily grind. You know what I'm saying? Because like this morning, like I didn't necessarily feel like getting up and cutting hair, but it's like at least I could get up and do for me, and I don't have to wait on nobody to get up themselves and decide whether or not if they want to do for me. So I can say like it's a journey, but it's one that it takes falling in love with. You gotta kind of fall in love with it. But entrepreneurship for me, it's been a blessing, bro. Like I said, as soon as I picked them clippers up, I never put them back down. And because of the Clippers, that's what started me. I did a newsletter, and then because of the newsletter, I did the podcast. Now because of the podcast, I'm more of a public influence on people. So it's like, man, thank God for entrepreneurship, because if not, I would just be and no offense, but I would just be a regular somebody on a job. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to set myself apart. I wouldn't have the influence that I have. Nobody would know about this positivity.
Yeah.
You feel me? So shouts out to entrepreneurship.
In Chicago, we call that a local joker.
Yeah.
Oh, a local joker, man.
Yeah.
Drexel, man, you know, I know you're a great young guy. How old are you, Drexel? So for the world, I know how old you are, but for the
21.
world,
I'm 21 years old.
When was your birthday? You just turned 21, right?
Yeah. I turned 21 in Atlanta on July 18th.
And you've been popping that corn, man, for years already, since you was a teenager.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying to you is that, you know, you can create your own lane, right?
Yeah.
Or you can use the lane that's already been created.
Yeah.
Or you can use, in my area of expertise, what we call mixed methods, right? Yeah. Which is a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I just know you're gonna do great things, man, because you have a positive attitude. You know, you're high energy, you're organized, you have structure, you love people, you know, and I'm really thinking, man, you're an individual that could probably influence policy, right? And what I'm hoping is that you do it while you're young, right?
Yeah.
Because you know, a lot of times the old cats don't want to get out of the way, man. They be outdated, man, and they don't want to give the young people no respect, man. But you know how I feel about that. I feel like we need to merge our generations.
Yeah.
That's when we're most powerful, right?
Yeah.
You know, young guy like you, man, middle-aged guy like me, and an older guy like getting off zero, right? He's in his 70s.
Yeah.
So just you and him, y'all relationship. You as a young guy, you're providing him with a level of relevancy that he can't get from his age group, right?
Right.
And he's providing you with a level of knowledge that you're not going to be able to get from your age group.
Yeah.
You see that? Now, y'all go back to y'all respective circles, and y'all are the elite amongst your peers now, right?
Yeah.
He's elite because he's relevant. He's more relevant than most of the people in his age group.
Right.
And you're elite, not in a negative sense, but you can be a stand-up guy, a well-informed guy, as a result of the amount of knowledge that you're able to get from him and take back to your circle, right? To your age group.
Right.
That's the heaviest piece you're gonna get. We got to bring that back, man. You know, so that's why I fuck with young people, man. You know, I've been fucking with young people for years, man. You know, and not no foolishness. You know, when we talk offline, you know the message that I give you. It's basically really just three things: don't do this, and do this. It's basically just three things.
In that same order.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because those things have caused us harm. Those things have been major obstacles in our path. Many of us have had the potential, but we let our desires, man, and our addictions get in the way of our potential a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
And so, man, I just try to hammer it home, man, especially with somebody like you, because you got that it factor, man. You got that it factor. So, yeah, man, motivational speaking, man.
Yeah.
You got it, bro. I've seen you, right?
Yeah.
You got it. You even had the older guy, man, our elder Tatum, man. You even changed his perspective, and he in his 70s.
Yeah.
You know, people in that age group typically be a little bit stubborn, right?
Stuck in their ways,
Yeah, but he embraced it, man, and he said, I see what the young fella was talking about, man, and I done changed my whole get down. Every time you see him, he posting, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to find new material. He's moving around. He's doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's largely due to his interaction with you, man. Do you think you are innately a motivational speaker, or was that something that you developed over time?
I might could say I was innately one, cause in high school, like I wasn't really on this timing, but like I had a like I just used to show off. Like I just used to show off. I get on Snapchat and just yeah, man, what's that with y'all? Like, I just get the cutting up, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't in no positive manner. It wasn't leading nobody to nothing, you know what I'm saying? It was just a show off to my own self. But I could say like it was in me, but it wasn't coming out the right way yet.
It wasn't polished yet.
It wasn't polished yet. It had to get polished real quick, man. But yeah, like when it did get polished, I said it's like my freshman year, first semester. That was whenever and I didn't talk about this, like I've been talking about this a lot later, but freshman year, first semester, that was whenever my girlfriend from high school broke up with me. And it was just like oh man, like I would just real hit. Like I was sad, bro. We went together for like 3 years for real. And then pretty much I was sad. I didn't cut hair that week. The weather was bad. It was raining every day. I think I had trouble in one of my classes at the same time. So every day I'm just going to class and I'm coming straight back in the room. I'm not answering no phone. I'm not trying to cut no hair, nothing. But one day I'm just laying in the bed, tears rolling down my face and everything. I'm scrolling on Twitter and I came across this affirmation. Well, it was a tweet at the time. The tweet said, I don't chase, I attract. Whatever's for me will come.
Right.
And I'm like, Lord, it just stuck to me. So every time I go in the bathroom, I couldn't look myself in the eyes. Like I'm real life just mad at myself for the fact of what happened and she broke up with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just repeating it over and over to myself, crying and everything. Repeating it over and over to myself. In the shower crying. What? I don't chase, I attract.
Yeah.
Whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But that's when it got polished. Whenever something happened to me and I realized that, oh, my mindset can change. Because that was like my first touch with depression. You know what I'm saying? I never seen depression before. I never felt depression before. But I thought I was going through like a midlife crisis or something.
As a teenager.
Real. I thought I was going to die, man. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
But after that, bro, I real life just started doing my affirmations, and it was like a light switch. And that's when it got polished. That's whenever I just felt that I had to be positive. I could not just sit in that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even now, if something happened to me now, if I got a negative feeling now, I go straight in the bathroom and read them affirmations. Like it's just like second nature now. You feel what I'm saying? But man, it got polished. That's whenever I started the newsletter. And then the newsletter transitioned into the podcast, and then it's here now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
man. You said a lot there, brother.
Yeah. I almost went off track.
That was your first love, man. You had
man.
You had your heart broke, and I always tell young people, man, like, hey, man, what you want at 18, you might not want at 25.
Yeah, real right.
And so, especially if you have some real goals, dreams, and aspirations that you're chasing, and you're confident that you're going to accomplish your goals, you might want to think about how you move, because everybody can't go.
Right?
Everybody can't go. So, it is our most difficult challenges that offer us our greatest growth.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Our most difficult challenges offer us our greatest growth. When you look at my life, that tells you all you need to know, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just encouraging you, man. You got that it factor, but I'm encouraging you, keep going. Keep going, man. Keep polishing it. And hopefully what you learned during that breakup, man, was mastery of your emotions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 things for us, man, with people who look like us. It's a must that we have mastery of our emotions, right? And mastery of your emotions just simply means that you're able to implement a cost-benefit analysis in the moment, no matter what the circumstances, right? You're able to implement a cost-benefit analysis, right? If I do this, what is it going to cost me? And if I do this, how can I benefit from it, right? If at all, right?
Right.
your level of maturity or the lack thereof will be revealed based on your ability to master your emotions.
Yes.
And for Black people, man, it's very important, right? Because we can't master our emotions. That's when you see the violence. Our emotions, that's when you see unwanted pregnancy. We can't master our emotions. That's when you see us ending up in that trick bag called the judicial system, right? So yeah, man, that judicial system is a trick bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the question then becomes, as young people, would you like to plan your future while you're free, or would you like to plan your future from behind the bars, right?
Right.
And planning your future from behind the bars is really an illusion, because you're going to be distracted the whole time because you're trying to stay alive.
Right.
Or you caught up in
survival mode.
Yeah. So we have to realize, man, that this judicial system was not built to benefit us, right? It's built to benefit others at our expense.
Right.
Okay. Our founding fathers were mostly, the majority of them were slave owners. So when they wrote the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, they wasn't writing that to benefit us. Okay. So we have to stay out of the judicial system.
Yeah.
We have to stop putting ourselves in compromising positions at a young age, right?
Yeah.
How can I say this? Because that's what I did. And I didn't have anybody who's the age that I am now to tell me at the age that you are the things that I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
If they told me, things might have went a different route. I ended up okay, but many of us didn't.
Yeah.
See, I can't just think about myself, man. I got to think about us. We're only strong as a community. I have a limit to my strength as an individual. You see what I mean? So that's why I'm so passionate about the people, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on, man. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of entrepreneurs, brother? Who's on your Mount Rushmore?
Of lately, like I said the other night about big reform. Of lately, it's really been people in that manner, like people who like almost like who you could touch. You feel me? So I can't even tell you his name, but big reform for the most part. I gotta give a big shout out to you and Mr. Ray, bro. Like y'all are on my Mount Rushmore right now, because it's like I said, it's like the people who you could touch, the people who you know is actually out here every day on that grind, just really trying to get to it. And it's like that's way more fire than me, than somebody who just chilling, just talking about, oh, they make money, like talking about, man, I watched the video of Dame Dash. He talking about he been retired this long and all that, but I'm not seeing you make no moves. I'm not seeing you make nothing happen. So it's like I really feel as though the people who I know making it happen, who I can see making it happen, that's who on my Mount Rushmore. So you, Mr. Ray Tatum, getting off zero, big reform.
You're talking about Big Boss Film Works. You're talking about Courtney Brown Jr. from Big Boss Film Works?
No, remember Big Reform, the guy who went to jail and now he got the trucking.
Oh yeah, the trucking company.
Yeah, the trucking company.
The trucking company.
That was something serious, bro. Him and who else I can say? Who I've been up on lately? Of lately? And I can say Eric Thomas. I watched a lot of his motivational speaking. Yeah. So Eric Thomas, E.T.
Hey man, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you putting your tangible examples on your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
You know, I take that serious, man. Listen, what are you reading, man? I know you're about to graduate. I know you've been in undergrad and stuff like that, and you have a lot of course material that you need to read. But what do you read personally, man?
I read a lot of personal development, but right now I'm reading The Coldest Winter Ever. Now that's the first drama book I ever read.
You're an old spirit, boy. You're an old spirit.
yeah. But
I remember the ladies used to love that book, man.
Yeah. Me and this girl actually reading it together right now.
Yeah.
So I just finished I just finished The Alchemist, and then I started The Coldest Winter Ever like last month. But I
What did you
for the
think
most
about
part,
that Alchemist? What did you think about? I just finished reading the Alchemist again too. What did you think about that Alchemist, man?
I think I honestly need to read it again.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it was cool, but one thing I can say that I took out of it, and I've been using it every day since then, is that one problem is not all problems.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, you know how you would be struggling in this with your relationship, and you mess around and drag that to this, but in reality, that's just one problem. One problem is not all problems. So we gotta quit saying, oh, everything is going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my life is so messed up. No, your life not messed up. That's just that little 25% that you gotta handle. And once you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be all right. So every day I just been relaying that message to myself that one problem is not all problems, bro.
Yeah. So you know what we talk about, man. You know, it is our most difficult challenges that offer us our greatest growth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So common sense would tell you to embrace your challenges.
Yeah, really.
It's ugly, right? But the greatest growth is not going to be pretty. It's not a pretty process.
Right.
See, we want it to be a bed of roses and flowers and Pleasantville. That's not what it is, bro.
Yeah, at
Right?
all.
Because once your metal has been tested and you've endured the challenges and the obstacles, and now you're on the other side, you're strengthened.
Yeah.
You're strengthened because you still have obstacles come at you even with your successes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you know, you have those earlier experiences to reflect on. Yeah. I persevered back then. I got out of this. You know, I was in poverty. You know, I'm the first one in my immediate family to go to a college or a university. I'm the first one in my immediate family to own property. I'm the first one in my immediate family to do the things that I'm doing in life, to travel abroad, to be interested in art and music and just all of the things that I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If I let poverty stop me, I would never see this life.
Real tough.
I think that's what you're saying. I can't drag that all the way through my life.
Right.
I didn't make that happen. I wasn't the author of that anyway. But I'm the author of my own reality. You at any point, you can say, I'm drawing on a blank canvas.
Yeah.
Right? At any point you can do that, man. And another thing, man, you know, I don't know how many of us really realize this, but in your life, if you're willing, you can have a series of metamorphoses, right? That simply means you know how that caterpillar is that ugly, slimy little creature that nobody likes.
Yeah.
But then it goes into its metamorphosis and it turns into this beautiful butterfly that everybody loves, right? You can do that multiple times in your life.
Yeah.
Right? You can do that multiple times in your life, but it comes with embracing the challenge.
Yeah.
You got to embrace the challenge to have a metamorphosis. If you're running from it, you can't have a metamorphosis. You're just gonna remain the caterpillar. And if you ever seen a caterpillar that died, it ain't a pretty sight.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Right? Man. You know what I'm saying? Even a dead butterfly is kind of beautiful.
Real tough.
Yeah, man. So yeah, what type of music Drexel listen to, man? I know some of your artists, man. I want to see what you're gonna say, man. What kind of music you listening to?
Well, right now I can say Rollo, my favorite artist.
You like Rollo? That man love Rollo, man.
Yeah, Rollo for the most part, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but of lately I've been listening to a lot of old school. I just listened to Mace Harlem World. I've listened to Cameron's like second album. And
Horse and Carriage? Which one was that? Or no, Confessions?
Confessions. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
no. SDE.
I think
SDE.
Huh?
I think SDE.
SDE. Okay.
Yeah.
So that might not have been his second album. I think Horse and Carriage was his first, and Confessions might have been. I probably got them twisted up, but yeah, man, you know I'm a hip hop historian, so it's gonna be hard to get past me. It's gonna be hard, and you call the bases Harlem. I guess that would be considered old school hip hop at this point, though.
Yeah, definitely. To me at least.
Yeah, for you, yeah. Yeah. What else you listening to?
Yeah. So I'm a big Soulja Slim fan.
Soulja Slim, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Real talk. Rest in peace. And yeah, for the most part, that's really all I've been listening to. I really and for the most part, I was just trying to focus in these last few weeks of school. I've been trying to get more up on my frequency music, like just like the sounds or whatever. Like you ever heard of frequency music?
You got that Andre 3000 new album?
No.
You need to listen to it. That's what that is.
Oh, that's that. All right.
Yeah, he recorded it. He recorded it at a certain level of megahertz because it creates certain frequencies.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you need to check that out, man. You know
Yeah.
who Andre 3000 is, right?
Yeah, I know who that
Don't
is.
play,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You'd have been to the Man City teaching and all that, man. I know you know who Outkast is. Don't do it.
Yeah. It's a must. I got to.
Yeah, you need to check that out, though, man. I sat here and I was writing some papers for my PhD program and stuff, man. And I had it on, and man, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's really a vibe, man.
I'll be locked in.
I looked up and I was done.
Right? Yeah, that's how it was when I listened to it for the first time.
Yeah, that's real, man. Hey, man, how do you presently view young people in our society? Not just from your community, but in our society at large, because you're a great example, man. So your voice needs to be heard, bro. How do you presently view young people in our society?
I gotta say, like, especially just being on a college campus, like we need more focus. Like we gotta focus more. I could see that like it's a big lack of focus. There's a big like decline in just like hard work. Like I don't really see nobody out here really working hard too much. Like there's a few out in the woodwork who you find, but like as a whole, I don't know. Our young people, I feel like we tripping. Like I really feel like we tripping because it's like you could be like, oh, I'm motivated today. Oh, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do today. But when tomorrow come, like you're not on that kick. Like, but it takes a consistency of effort to get anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of us are lacking consistency. A lot of us are just lacking the effort of wanting more out here. You know what I'm saying? I think we just too comfortable sometimes. We think it's gonna just happen magically, but like some people who I'm getting ready to graduate with some people they scared. They not tweaking to graduate because they scared to get out into this real world. They not necessarily they thought a magical something was gonna happen and that 100K job was gonna be waiting on them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as young people, we gotta come out here and just take initiative on our own, like take initiative on what we want personally to happen. You feel me? Because I could tell my mom and daddy I want this, but at this big grown age, they can't provide that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I think we just really, really gotta take initiative and continuously be consistent in that effort. I see for real.
Hey man, we definitely need you, man, to take the charge even more so than you already have been, bro.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is it's effortless for you because you live this, right? So you just continue doing what you're doing, and we're gonna continue to help you to illuminate your efforts, bro. But sometimes we need that example.
Yeah.
Right? They don't hear me like they hear you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the whole reason for a podcast like this, bro.
Yeah.
We don't want to leave our young people behind. We don't want to leave nobody behind, really.
Yeah, real.
But we can't mix the foolishness.
Yeah.
We can't mix that. You know, for people like myself and others, man, it's been a challenging journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I need my work to count.
Yeah.
Work to count, man. I put in a lot of work, man. I wasn't partying when everybody else was partying. I didn't have the TV and the radio on when everybody else had the TV and the radio on watching NFL, NBA, right? Yeah. I was putting in work.
Really?
Okay? I was planning. I was designing. I was constructing. I was producing. I was studying. You know what I'm saying? I'm building lesson plans. I'm teaching. I'm still learning. Yeah. I'm spending time with the elders. And then, man, I'm trying to, get people like you and a few others in position to where, man, y'all can take over, man. Because, I'm still high energy, but I need to be moving on to other things, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're definitely a leader, man, but we need to illuminate that even more, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, man, You know we love you, man. All right. We need to talk offline because we need you to go straight through, man. We need you to go straight through. Now, your sister is at that university as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What is she in? She's coming up on her senior year?
No, she this her sophomore year. This her
This her
sophomore year.
South, so okay. This her South, she's coming up on her junior year.
Yeah.
Hey man, come on, man. You know she looking at you too, and y'all real tight.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead and set that trend, man. Go on, pay it away, man. You know what to do, man.
Right, real
You
tough.
know. Hey, listen, man. We're gonna talk offline.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk offline, but you need to do the research.
Yeah.
I'll show you what to do. You know, I'm a student advisor at a university, right?
Yeah.
I'll show you what to do, man, and we need to get it cracking. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, it's definitely
If
what I
that's
want.
what you don't have to have a formal education in order to be successful, but if you choose to go the formal education route and use mixed methods, because you're an entrepreneur, you can get it from the soil, right?
Right.
That degree will, you know, it can right, it can open some doors that might be difficult to otherwise have open for you, right?
Yeah.
That's as much as I'll say about that, right? I'm not really like trying to push education down nobody's throat, but at the same time, I know you got it, and I know you're capable of, you know, navigating these systems and holding on to your culture. I know you're capable, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say this to just anybody, you see? So now, for our final segment, man, I always like to afford our guests an opportunity to tell a story of their choice. Our final segment is called Bring Some Weed, I Got a Story to Tell, and I don't even smoke.
Yeah, man.
Now's your time to tell a story of your choice. Go on and pop that coin, man.
All right. I think keep it just the same as how I did last time. I think I could do more of a job of inspiring because I feel like I really don't not too much be happening, but I can really say I just be going through lessons for real. Just I be going through lessons after lessons after lessons. And what I could teach to y'all right now is just a simple lesson of persistence. You feel what I'm saying? On last semester, that was last semester, right? Coming up on the semester, I was straight. I had money in my account, but like I was still cutting hair whoop de whoop. And after I paid for my sister's school, I really ain't had that much left in my account to pay for my school. So I don't know why I waited till the last month of school, that was April, between April and May. I don't know why I waited till the last month of school to go to financial aid, but I did. And as soon as I got in financial aid, it was trouble on top of trouble. And the lady needed this form to clarify this. She needed to talk to my sister to make sure this was right. And it was a whole lot of hoopla. It was a whole lot of hoopla. But man, I kid you not, it was. And then I guess it's a sad person because it was somebody who looked like me who I was dealing with, and she just would not want to help me. She just didn't want to help me. But I kid you not, every day I went in that lady office, I bought back what she needed. She gave me something else. I bought back what she needed. She gave me something else. But every day I went in there. Every day I went in there. And truth be told, I left school. The semester was over. I'm still going through it with her in an email, and it really ain't looked like it was gonna go my way. So it looked like I was gonna have to come up out of 60, it was like 6,500. It looked like I was gonna have to come up out of it. But because I stood persistent, because I kept going to her office, because even after the semester ended, I kept on emailing her. Before you knew it, the school owed me money. I ain't have to come out a dime. I didn't have to come out near 6,500. You know what I'm saying? But that's all because of my persistence. If it wasn't for my persistence, I wouldn't have got a Pell Grant. You feel what I'm saying? And I got a Pell Grant that semester, and I got one this semester, so I ain't have to stress too much. You know what I'm saying? But without persistence in anything that you do, bro, you're not gonna get it. It take a consistency of effort. It take for you to really come out here and take one step and put one foot in front of the other. But man, I kid you not, bro. And I just be going through a lot of lessons like that. Like just me trying to get out of that little depressive mode I was in. It took me to tell myself every day, crying or not crying, I don't chase, I attract. Whatever is for me will come. It took for me to be persistent in that, for my attitude to change, for my mindset to be positive. You feel me? But man, yes indeed.
You certainly stepped your game up, man. And I hope the world heard this message. Right? Persistence and consistency.
Yeah.
I say it all the time, but I don't need to say it. I let the young brother say it, right? Persistence and consistency. But I especially hope you heard this young 21-year-old who's about to graduate college talk about how he paid his sister's tuition.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I hope y'all didn't miss that.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, man, hey, give everybody your social media handles, man. We love you. We about to close out, man. I'm so proud to have you. I'm so proud of you. And we're going to continue to do great things, Drexel. Give everybody your social media handles.
You can find me on Instagram at DEZZO.X and on YouTube. Well, on TikTok, that's my name too. But on YouTube, you can find me at Multimillionaireinnaflesh. It's all one word. Multimillionaire INNA flesh. You feel me?
Yeah. My man, for Drexel Narcisse, I am the kid Rod Allen. This is Chicago's ILLectuals podcast. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.